Hey, how are you? So guys, you might be wondering, why, Alex, why is the lighting so weird? Why do you look weird? Why do you look off? Why is your hair look like this? Well, it's because I just got out of the shower and I didn't feel like getting prettied up for you today, so just love me for who I am, not how I look. But anyways, guys, we're gonna jump right into the commentary. Now, you might be wondering, Alex, you just did a back video. Why are we looking at more back footage? Well, the answer to that is the entire topic of this video, and that is gonna be frequency. When I say frequency, I mean the amount of times you train a muscle group per week. Let me start here. Muscle protein synthesis, your body accepting protein in as the building blocks to build muscle mass, lasts anywhere from 24 to like 72 hours, give or take who you are. Now, after that 72-hour window is over, your muscle is fresh. It's not growing anymore, shouldn't be too fatigued anymore, it's ready to be trained again. So we know 72 hours is up, man, it's time to go, let's train again, let's get that muscle group again. So I'm training back 3 times a week. Now that it's maybe a little bit excessive. Typically you can go with 2 times a week and be great, beautiful. 3 times a week is just something I'm experimenting with a little bit. But let's think about it like this. You can either have 1 back session a week, so 52 back sessions a year, and miss out on, potentially more than half, like more than like 6 months of missed growth time because you hit it once, 3 days are up, and then it's not growing anymore, and then nothing's happening anymore. But suddenly you hit it 2 times a week, and oh crap, like we're in this stimulus a lot more often, we're in that protein synthesis window a lot more often, which allows for more potential growth, to build more muscle mass, to progress more. Your body's fresh, that muscle's ready to go, it's ready to be trained again. It's ready for those micro tears to be replaced with some amino acid protein building blocks, and let's go to work, let's grow. So this is a big reason why bro splits have kind of been, put to the side. It's pretty common knowledge now that you should not train muscle groups 1 time a week because you're missing out on so many potential gains. So let's give you another example here. Let's say you train your chest in 24 sets a week, right? So you have a couple options here. You can either hit your chest twice a week, get 12 sets each time, refresh that muscle protein synthesis, keeping in mind that the next time you hit chest, it's gonna be completely fresh. So those sets that you would have done prior, you'd be super fatigued, you wouldn't be able to push as much weight or accumulate as much more volume, whereas, you take that 72-hour window, now you're recovered, now you can hit it way harder, or you could do all your chest volume in 1 sitting, that 24 sets, and you're just gonna be fatigued, you're gonna feel like absolute shit like 12, 15 sets in. Your body's gonna be like, oh my god, like I can't handle it. As a little side note, if your favorite bodybuilder tends to, believes in that 1 time a week training, that's because 9 times out of 10, the big bodybuilders, the ones that a lot of us follow, they're having that enhanced help. And what that does is that extends that muscle protein synthesis window. So they can just obliterate a muscle group all at once, focus on that specific muscle, and then, they can wait however long they need. Some of these guys only train a muscle group like twice a month, and that's absolutely ridiculous. But staying on the natty subject, the actual frequency of hitting something 2 times a week, there's tons and tons of literature and science backed by that. The 3 times a week that I mentioned earlier that I'm hitting with my back is just kind of me experimenting, and I'm definitely in that higher volume range, doing anywhere from like 10 to 12 sets on each day that I train back, and that's gonna accumulate, up to 30 to 36 sets a week, which is a ton of volume. But keeping in mind, I am a 19-year-old male, eating a lot of food, sleeping 8 hours a night. So that's gonna definitely separate me from, someone who might be a 40-year-old woman. That amount of volume is gonna be definitely different depending on who you are. So don't take that volume and just apply it to yourself, assuming it's gonna work. But if you're someone in a similar situation as I am, with, a little bit of training under your belt, not necessarily an advanced, solid intermediate, that might be something you can experiment with as well. The biggest takeaway I want you guys to have here is that if you're hitting a muscle group once a week, you're missing out. You're not getting as much growth and results as you could be. To give you guys a couple of ideas of good workout splits that are gonna give you that frequency would be like a push-pull legs. So push day, if you don't know, is chest, shoulders, triceps. Pull day is gonna be all your back and your biceps, and legs is obviously gonna be everything below the belt. Throwing in abs whenever you want. So what you would do is push, pull legs, push, pull legs. The other option is gonna be the upper lower split, where you hit upper body, lower body, rest a day or 2, upper body, lower body, or splitting up your rest however you'd like. Same thing, that's gonna give you that frequency, that's gonna give you that refresh of muscle protein synthesis. And since it's upper lower, you only gotta program in 4 days rather than the 6 days that most other splits that are high frequency are gonna give you. And then just to throw around another one is gonna be chest back. on one day, shoulders, arms on another day, and legs on another day. This is a pretty good one if you're like a physique guy or you're going for like the beach bod look. It'll really help emphasize, you know, your delts, your arms, and then everything else kind of fall in line. But guys, that's just my 2 cents. I hope you're able to learn something. Frequency is definitely something that I think is a little bit overlooked, especially in the beginning community of bodybuilding and just general fitness and weight training. It's something that's overlooked a lot, and you just, the biggest thing, don't train a muscle. Actually, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. My advice is gonna be, don't train a muscle group 1 time a week unless it's something that's extremely, extremely advanced on you. To give you guys an example, I'm gonna snap up a screenshot here. As you can tell, okay, my quads destroy the rest of my physique, right? I pretty much need improvement everywhere else in there. But I still hit my legs twice a week. Now that second leg day, there's not too much quad volume, but I still wanna get that frequency in. I still wanna nail the muscle as often as possible. I want as much progress and growth as possible. And you should too. Actually, you know what? You can want whatever you want. This is all just advice. You can do whatever the f you wanna do. Anyways guys, I'm Alex Chris Martin. I'm gonna see you in the gym. Hopefully, you know, hitting some of that frequency. But anyways guys, I'll see you in the gym.